Hi everybody, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I am Cheryl, I believe it's 6:30 and we're getting ready to start our mat Pilates class for Thursday night. As I said, I'm Cheryl from the JCA. I'm one of the group fitness instructors and Pilates instructors. Tonight's needs is a small ball. I love to play with the ball. It adds variety, so I'm going to add some different things tonight. If you need a small towel for your head, neck, or even in some cases to replace the ball, not everything can you replace it with, but it gives you something to play with. Be sure you have plenty of water. It's kind of warm and humid out, and sometimes we forget that we just need to stop and take a break every now and then. So enjoy, have fun, and let us get to work. So we're going to start tonight. I like to start in different ways of warming up, and we're going to just start by placing our center of our knees in line with our second toe and right in line with the inside of our ASIS bones. As we progress, we're just going to slowly roll down and start to prepare a nice breathing warm-up. We're going to take the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. I want us to start with some scapular mobility so we can stabilize and find those when we work them later. But inhale and feel the shoulder blades pull away from the mat. As you exhale, draw those shoulder blades down. I want you to continue that breath pattern and movement as I talk about a few things I'd like you to focus on. Make sure that those elbows aren't playing. Sometimes they'll like to pull you down, and we really want them out of the way so that we can get into the middle and lower trapezius muscles and the lats to move those shoulder blades. One more time, inhale and exhale down. Now let's take one at a time. You reach one arm down and feel that shoulder blade pull down before the next one. And as you're doing this, you continue to deeply breathe. And now listen to the spine and the pelvis and ensure that the only parts of your body moving right now or enforcing any energy are your scapulas, and they are moving the arms. One more set. Inhale and inhale and exhale. Turn your palms away and let's lower those arms straight down to the ground. We're going to lift them straight up. Exhale as we lower. So our focus continues to be what the work is about. Control, concentration, really putting precision and flow in our work. And breath is the foundation of all of it. One arm at a time into a nice paddle. If you feel like you can let one arm float back a little further without compromising your torso or your neutral spine, do so. And breathe. Last set. Inhale. And exhale. Take both arms up to the ceiling, starting with some nice abdominal curls. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulder. And let's find this first position. Your shoulder blades, the tips, are down onto the mat. You should not be any higher. But if you feel that that's too high, only come where your neck and head are comfortable. Your eye gaze should be just the top part of the knee, not at the belly pulling the neck or up above straining the neck. Try to find that relax the best you can. Inhale, come back down. As you exhale, come up. Let's stay there again. Focus on the pelvis not helping. You don't want that pelvis tucking as you curl up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, let's come up again, and keeping everything we've talked about, now draw the ribs towards each other, blowing out a little bit more air, and it will take a little less strain off the neck. Inhale, back. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, soften the breastbone, draw the ribs together. Eye gaze to the top of the knees. Exhale, not letting that pelvis help at all. You can almost imagine the hips and the legs are very quiet. And one more time. And exhale and lower all the way down. Place those arms down. We'll wake up with a little pelvic tilt, some lumbar decompression, and go right into the work. So we'd like to exhale and just tip that pubic bone towards the belly button. Feel how your low back imprints into the mat. Exhale as you lengthen that pelvis and find your neutral spine. Exhale as you draw. Inhale as you lengthen. We want to focus only on that pelvic tilt without the legs helping at all. That will wake up the transverse abdominal and the multifidi back muscles to work together, waking you up for the work. One more time. And exhale. Hold that pelvic tilt. Gently now push through your feet and just come up to the bottom rib. There's very little, basically a hand underneath your pelvis. Come back down. It almost doesn't feel like a bridge. It really is just a lumbar decompression. And if you've been sitting any today or walking a lot, your back probably needs this, the low back. 5 vertebrae make up that lumbar. And just where we tend to put a lot of compression, and that's where we feel it the most. So let's open it up. And exhale, roll down. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale as you roll it up just to the bottom rib. Remember, a hand's width only. And come all the way down. With that, we're getting ready to go into the 100. So we're going to take the ball, lift the legs up into tabletop. You have a choice. You can leave your legs bent. You can take them to the ceiling, or you can come out to 45 or lower. Feel free to even leave the legs on the ground tonight. So find your work, your legs, and make sure you're feeling it in the low abdominals and the breathing. I'm going to start by placing the ball between my ankles. So even if your legs are in tabletop, that ball there activates the pelvic floor, which is one of the 4 core muscles. So why not? Use the arms, take a breath, let's exhale, curl up. I'm going to go through all the versions and finish with legs out. So you find where you want to stay. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eye gaze right where we had those ab curls. Abdominals are nice and quiet. Pelvis is quiet. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to flex at the ankles if you really want a nice stretch on the hamstrings. And then if you want to come down 45, keep pumping as we have 4 more sets. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a vigorous pump, 8 to 10 inches. Keep the breath. There's no waving of the hand. You want to slap some water. And one more time. I get carried away, and we'll just do more than 100. And hold. Bend the knees in. Take a nice breath. Drop the legs down and extend the legs all the way out. We're going to take a breath. Lift head, neck, and shoulder. And exhale to roll all the way up. If you have to roll over to the side to get up to seated, please do so. So we're going to take the ball tonight and play with some roll-ups. We're going to place both of our feet on top of that small ball. Feel the curve of the low ankle back on that ball. And it's going to give you a challenge to try to figure out, where do I need to be working from? We're going to take a breath, pubic bone to belly button, and start with some segmental roll downs. So just start with a baby roll down. Exhale, roll back up. Hollow out the belly. Keep pubic bone to belly button. Stack it up. As you do this journey, you're finding, do I need to straighten my legs? What do I need to adjust to be successful? Exhale, pubic bone to belly button. Come down and roll. Exhale, roll back up. If you find a full roll up tonight is not where your body needs to be, I want you to find the range that is good for you and work from here. Because if this is it, you're going to get a lot of work. Exhale, roll back up. Take a breath, exhale. We're going to stack our hands. I love rotation here. And what will be interesting is that ball should not move as you rotate. Ribs only. Exhale, rotate. Breathe back to the center. Exhale, rotate. You want the elbows to stay on the same plane. No diving. Exhale, rotate. And make sure your legs are as quiet as they can be with this rolled surface. And center. Arms out, roll all the way up. You'll notice that you may feel a little bit more in the deep abdominals because your legs are really having to stay out of helping by stabilizing on the ball. So taking the hands again, we're going to do one more set. We're going to find that nice challenge, relax the shoulders, and exhale, and exhale. And it's the ribs that are moving, not the shoulders. They follow the ribs. We're going to do one more set. The head and neck follow the ribs. Breathe. Take it to the center. Take the arms out. Exhale, roll all the way. Now, if that felt good and you want to go into full roll-ups, I want you to join me. If not, stay in those partial ones. So we're going to go all the way down quietly. Reach back behind us if you can. Take a breath, lift head, neck, and shoulder, and blow air out towards the feet, past the wall to get you up. So breathing and eye gaze are the two most important functions for roll-ups. So take a breath, exhale as you roll down, very quiet and controlled. Reach back, take a breath, inhale, and now begin your exhale as you roll up. Try not to let those feet really push into that ball. And one more time, exhale, curl, curl, curl back. Inhale, reach back, take a breath, exhale, and roll all the way up. To add a little fun tonight, we're going to curl back because I'm hoping we have time for a few practice teasers again like last week. I want you to pull the knees in and take them out. Keep this upper torso quiet. Pull the abdominals in. Really feel that hollow. And pull those legs in, keeping them glued together. Exhale. And I hope you're waking up like I am. And one more time. And exhale. Beautiful. And come all the way back up. Straddle your ball. Spine stretch forward. As we're nice and tall, I usually like to stack my hands, so today we'll stack them and place them on the ball. The feet are flexed, center of the heel at the edge of the mat. Reach the arms up, get tall on your sit bones, bend your knees if you need to. Dive forward, place one hand on the other. Let your head rest or let your shoulders rest, and roll that ball forward without leaning into it. You're rounded, you're scooped in, you should feel a hollow in those low abdominals. We just woke up. You're going to inhale as you stack the spine, lift it all the way up, lift your hands up, and lower down again. Just a nice little different version. Exhale, reach all the way out, keeping your low sacrum and abdominals quiet. No hinging from there. Stack all the way up, inhale, lift. Get tall again, check into those feet, dive forward, exhale, reach, reach, reach. Pull back in on the exhale, inhale as you stack up, and we'll do one more before going into saw. And exhale, dive forward, and exhale, stack all the way up. Take the arms out to the side. We won't use the ball for saw. We'll just leave it there for now. We're going to rotate towards a leg. We'll do the first set slow. Pinky finger reaches the pinky toe. Ensure that foot is centered, toes to the ceiling. The back hand is rotated upwards, so you've got an internal rotation at the shoulder, and you are looking behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look behind you. Inhale, we woke up those ribs, so give me some rotation at the rib cage. Those are your obliques working. And reach. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Are your feet active? Are you centered on the heel? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do one more set. Inhale, look behind you, lift up. Last one, look behind you and up to the center. Nice. Now, taking those hands, keeping the legs there, take one hand up and over, letting the other elbow bend. Keep those feet in check so we can get a nice side bend. Arms come up and you're coming over. You can see the relaxed arm to my side. My eyes are straight ahead, and I should be, if I'm imagining it, between two panes of glass. And I'm not going to let the body twist and break the glass. Just go where it's comfortable and you can get some nice breath and lateral flexion. One more over this direction and we'll finish up even as we go over to this direction. And now we're going to go into some single leg circles tonight with the ball. So I want you to place one foot, the same that you had before, this heel, back heel groove on the center of the ball. The other one will be on the mat. You're going to take your arms down and we're going to lay all the way, or find a place where you can get back into supine neutral. Now, can you feel the instability of the stable leg? So when we do single leg circles, this leg should be stable. This is as important as the one making the circles in order for the pelvis to be stable. So you will feel if you're losing that with the ball. Keep your toes towards the ceiling, the center heel anchored, and don't push too far down. Find where you're in control. Lift the other leg up, reach it up. To start with, we're going to flex and point at the ankle for the leg that's in the air. Now, be mindful of the one that's on the ball. Flex and point. Feel that stretch. You may feel it in your calves. You may feel it in the hamstring. And one more time, flex the foot. Bend the knee and straighten that foot. Flex foot to the ceiling. Now it's a little bit more hamstrings, I hope you feel. And in, and out, and in, and up. One more, in and up. Point the foot. Now, single leg circles, small, precise. What's happening with the other leg? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, and reverse. Inhale, exhale, circle. Inhale, exhale, circle. Find that tempo and nice precision, and remember, control. Two more, and last one. Bend that knee. Let's change legs without having to do a lot in the transition. Find the anchored of the new stable leg. Take the other leg to the ceiling. Find the anchored stable pelvis. Flex and point at the ankle. Flex, point, flex, point. Feel the ribs. In case you weren't aware, Pilates method was called contrology till about the year 2000. And that's what Joe Pilates called his method. Hold the flexed foot, bend the knee, reach the leg. Let's get some hamstrings. Bend, reach that whole foot towards the ceiling like you're pushing something away and above you. And push. You can even feel those quads working. Two more. And one more. Hold it up. Point through the foot. Stabilize. Don't forget the leg on the ball. I almost did. Small circles. Circle, because he's as important as the leg moving for maintaining lumbopelvic stability. Reverse. Inhale and exhale. Circle and circle and circle. And two more. Circle and circle and rest. Bring it down. Now take that ball and you can just glide it over to the side because you won't need it for the series of 5. So we're going to bring our knees up into tabletop and just revisit 4 ab curls before we transition into the series of 5. My favorite, and I know it's yours. If you need to modify at any point, leaving your head down, please make sure your legs don't go out in front, but that maybe you modify the legs towards the ceiling for safety for your back and spine. Taking a breath, arms up, exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulder. Eye gaze towards the top of my knees. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, I'm coming just to the tip of my shoulder blades. No higher than that. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale, I'm going to hold. I'm going to take one leg out, take my hand to the inside of my knee, the outside hand to the outside. This is to keep my body in the framework and not let my legs go out. So I stay in my framework of my body. Take a breath, exhale, switch. Breathe and switch. Single leg stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. The stretch is in the hip that's extending. And breathe and pull. If you want to make your work more challenging, take your arms away. Take your arms away. and exhale. Exhale, last set. Knees together and hold. Hands to the outer shins, keeping the upper body very quiet and controlled. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, circle around. Notice that the upper body does not drop. Only the legs are moving and the arms. Here we go. Inhale, double leg stretch. One more time. And hold. One leg up, one leg out. Single straight leg. Pulse for 2. Keep the upper body quiet. Last one, and last, come in. All the way down. Take a quick rest before we finish the other 2. If you ever wonder about the counts, Joseph Pilates didn't teach that every exercise was the same number. So some of the series of 5 you do less than others based upon the complexity of it. And here we go. Fingers threaded. Thumbs down and on your neck. Elbows where you can see them. Curl up. Look at those knees again. So we still have the same ab curl we practiced. We're on the tips of the shoulder blades, but I want your head to get heavy in your hands without your neck trying to fight. Let the lower legs relax. Take a breath and let them both drop towards the ground. Exhale as you pull them back up. I really want your breath here. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Waking up the transverse abdominals and turning off the hip flexors. Exhale. One more time before we go into double straight legs. Here we go. Inhale. I want that same feeling at the low abdominals and no hip flexors if you can. Exhale. Come up. Inhale. Drop. Exhale, come up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, come up. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees back to 90. We're going into Criss Cross. Remember, the elbows do not cross the face. We're thinking of the inside shoulder reaching to the opposite knee. Take that same leg, reach out. Exhale, switch. And switch. And switch. So we get a chance to really integrate that rotation and the oblique system, both anteriorly and posteriorly. Yes, we need it. And exhale, and exhale, and exhale. Last set. Beautiful. Bring the knees in and slowly come all the way down. Take your legs up, grab along the shins, avoid the knee, pull yourself up and give yourself a lovely, lovely stretch, I hope. Beautiful. Dropping your feet down, you're going to roll over to one side as we get our sideline in. Last week we did the kneeling hip and legs, so tonight we'll go back to sideline. So I want you lined up along the back edge of your mat. Make sure you get some water if you need it. Your hand position can be long under your head, folded. You can grab a towel, or come on up, elbow under your shoulder. If you want them more advanced, support your head with your elbow and make sure this doesn't drop. So I'm going to let you choose how you want to work tonight. All that matters to me is that this is not hanging because I need your core to be active tonight. Lift the top leg, no higher than the hip. Flex and lower, and lift and lower. Lift and lower and lift. This hand can be wherever it's comfortable for you as long as the shoulders are stacked and the hips are stacked. One more. Hold that leg and kick for 2 and gently point one back. Inhale, 2. Exhale, back. Inhale, 2. You only go back as far as you feel that gluteal fold. It's about 5 to 15 degrees. And most of us, it's going to be 5 to 10. And kick, kick, and back. And kick, kick, and back. One more time. And kick, kick, and back. Now I want you to hold it back. Make sure that this is back behind the bottom leg. Flex the ankle and give me heel circles here. I'm hoping that you feel that right in there. and get out of the shoulder, get nice and tall, look straight ahead, reverse the circle. Circle, 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 and hold. Bring that leg down, come all the way down. From here, I want you to keep your feet slightly ahead, heels together, toes apart. Everybody's head is down, hand where you like. You're going to kick, flex, and lower down. Now we did the point and flex of the ankle when we had our legs in parallel. Now our legs are in external rotation. So we're really working a different line in our lower half. Good. 2 more. Flex and lower. Good. 1 more time. Flex and lower. We're going to straighten those legs out. We're going to lift the top leg and flex it, and we're going to lift the bottom. We're going to lower the bottom and lift the bottom. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Last one and lift. Drop both legs. Bring them up 90 degrees. Knees in front of the hip socket. Not out there, but as if you're seated in a chair. Place the ball right between your thighs. The distance between your knees and ankles are the same, and make sure that you have lifted your waist away from the mat so that you are in neutral spine. Press, press. Now we did some hamstring work just before we did our leg circles. So we'll see how those feel tonight before bicycle. 2 more and hold. Flex that foot, reach out and down and down and press and press. Make sure you don't let that waist dump into the mat. Last one, lift the leg, take the ball out, bicycle. This leg goes back. Keep the hip open as you bend the knee. Don't let that hip crease. Then pull the knee in, open out, and back you come. Breathe. Really think about what's happening at the hip for bicycle. You can flex and point, whatever you like. And last one all the way back, reverse. We come in, we have a hip hinge. We bend the knee. We now open the hip. And don't open the leg until this is open. Then don't let it crease again until you're fully extended. And here we go. And 2 more. Reach back. And last one. Good. And reach all the way in. We're going to take that top leg out, leave the bottom bent. We're just going to reach over and find a nice stretch. From here, we're going to go over to the front for a little extension work. So we're going to find, one of my favorites, is a dart to warm up the extension. So forehead on the mat, or if you have a towel and you want to put your forehead there for now, because we won't rest it very long, then I want those arms reaching behind you and the legs zipped up together. I think I'm a little crooked on my mat. I'm going to get straight. We're going to take a breath and lift the heart, and your eye gaze should be to the front of your mat, no higher. You should not be looking at the wall in front of you, or it is the neck. Come down. Lift the heart, lift the arms. Come down. Lift the heart and arms and add the legs. If your legs cannot stay together, please open them to where it's comfortable for your lumbar spine. Come all the way down. Inhale, everybody's up, and we're going to do a little pump. And pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Inhale, lift up. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. And last one, lift all the way up. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Come onto your forearms. The wrists and elbows are straight, right in front of each other. And now, for single leg stretch, I really want you to pull the belly away from the mat. Pull it away. Don't let it hang there. You don't want the lumbar spine just like flopped forward. Pull the shoulder blades down, and we'll start slow to begin. Kick, 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 extend. Kick, 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 extend. Kick, 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 extend. Kick, 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 extend. now. 2, kick, kick, point, down. Kick, kick, point, down. Kick, kick, point, down. Kick, kick, point, and hold. Lay on one facial cheek for double leg kick. Fingers find your low back. Elbows rest. Feet together. You're going to kick for 3. 1, 2, 3. Point, lift, and extend. Come to the other facial cheek. Kick, 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 extend. And kick, 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 and extend. And kick, 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 extend. One more set. And kick, 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 extend. And kick, 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 and extend. We're coming over. We're going to come back into a nice child's pose, allowing your spine to go as far as your knees allow. So don't worry if your knees don't let you come down as far. That's perfectly fine. Get the spine. Come all the way up, and we are going to transition to the other side. So quickly grab your ball. Line yourself up to the back edge of the mat. Find the position that you had, or maybe you want to change on this side. So your arm can be long or underneath you. And find your legs at the front corner of the mat. Get my towel out of the way. Take a nice deep breath. Lift, lower, lift, lower. No higher than the hip, so the low back is not helping. 2 more. And hold it. Kick for 2, point 1 back. Ensure that your leg is parallel and not externally rotated so that we can truly get into the abductors here. Our lateral line needs some work. Breathe and kick, kick, exhale back. Kick, kick, exhale back. Inhale for 2, exhale for back. Last one, and you're going to hold it back with a flexed foot. Make sure it's behind. Your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked, and heel circles. Circle, 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 circle. I hope you're feeling it there. And reverse. Circle, 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 and hold. Bringing the heels together, the toes apart. You're still slightly forward on the mat from the hips. Come all the way down. We're going to kick up. We're going to flex and draw that down in external rotation. Point, kick, flex, all the way down. Point, kick, flex, all the way down. 3 more, and up. Flex, come down. Breathe, flex, come down. 1 more time. Breathe, flex, and come all the way down. Finding your ball, place your legs into the true 90, as if you're seated in a chair. Place the ball between the inner thighs. Make sure that your waist is lifted. Distance between the knees and the ankles are the same. Press, 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 press. So some adductor is added here. Adductor work. And 3 and 2. Check in. Stay neutral. Hold it. Flex the foot. Reach out long, adding those adductors in a long leg. Because we already did some hamstring work, remember? Before those leg circles. And 3, 2, 1. Lift, take the ball out. We're going into bicycle. I want you to keep the hip open as far back as the leg will go. Then you bend. If you have to bend this, try not to, or don't go back as far. Pull up that knee. Open. Reach back. Breathe in, reach out. Make it a luxurious bike ride. And 1 more time. And hold that leg back. Bring it forward. Bend at the knee. Pull it back and open. Keep it open until the leg comes all the way forward at the hinge. Come on back. And 1 more of those. Beautiful. There you go. And last one. Come all the way in. We're going to take both legs straight out. Flex. Be nice and tall. We're no longer hinged at the hips. You're going to reach both legs up and lower the bottom one and lift it. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Ooh, can you feel this top one who's not moving? I do. On both sides I did. And that is your isometric work at your abductors. Glute min, glute med. Press, and last one, hold it up. Beautiful. Drop down, bend the bottom, reach up and over, and stretch. And now we're going to go over onto our backs. Going into some full bridging tonight. I hope everybody's nice and warm and awake. So from here, the center of the knee, inside ASIS, center of the feet, second toe, are in alignment, hands by your side. I want you to lift the hips into a straight back bridge. Now, that should be a very open hip. We should have opened those through the bicycle work. You can feel your gluteal folds here. If you don't get those up high enough, your hamstrings are doing all the work and the glute max is not involved. So we really want the whole hip extensor to work. And articulate down, melt one vertebrae at a time. Lift those hips straight up. Now imagine you have lights on the center of your knees, and those lights are going straight ahead now. They're not aiming to the ceiling. And articulate down, and as you come down, they start to shift towards the ceiling. Lift straight up, reach those knees and lights straight ahead. And articulate down. Now tonight, let's take our arms overhead. If your arms will not lay on the floor without arching the back, then place them anywhere along this journey where you can maintain neutral spine. Okay, so you find what's good for you. From here, lift up and articulate down. You should feel a little bit more through the serratus and lats as we take the arms away from our bridging. And come all the way down. Lift straight up, reach those knees away. Take a breath and articulate down. All the way, and we're going to do one more. Lift straight up and articulate down. One vertebrae at a time. Our legs are going out in front as we transition with a roll up. If you need to roll over to your side to change, please do so. Arms up, lift head, neck, and shoulder. There's no ball down there yet. Exhale. Actually, we're kind of finished with them at this point. So we're going to do an open leg rocker from here. Scooting forward. And I want you to find a place where you can place your hands behind your thighs. Sit back off the edge of your sit bones. So just find the top of the sit bones and sit right behind them. Okay? From here, I want you to lift one leg up at a time into tabletop. We're going to practice here stability. Take one leg out, bring it back in. Inhale and exhale. See if you can find quiet in the body. If you're not up to open leg rocker tonight, just doing this exercise, it's a prep, will really help you find those core muscles. Hold it. We're going to do a modified version from here. Take a breath in. I want your eyes on your knees. And inhale and exhale, come back up. Inhale, exhale, come back up. If you keep your eye gaze on one spot, you won't have your head flipping around. And one more time. And come up. If you want to go into the full movement, straighten your legs and continue that as you roll up. Inhale back, breath and eye gaze are important. Inhale and exhale, one more time. Inhale and exhale. And this gets you into a teaser position without even realizing it. And if your knees are bent, you're halfway there. Bend the knees, take the feet down, and come all the way back. So sit back just a moment. Now we're going to go into some planking. I'm going to start with some modified planks first. We'll go into some planking, doing pull front, and try to finish up our workout. So from here, we're kneeling. I want, from a modified perspective, Your hands or wrists can be on the mat or your forearms, whatever feels good for you. I want you to lean forward, finding a line from the top of the head to the tailbone. Make sure that you feel your gluteal fold like you did with those bridges. And from here, you can just let us have some scap glides. Can you let the chest drop and pull the chest away? Some nice scapular glides. Pulling those abdominals in, we're going to sit back. We're going to come back into that, and we're going to do some baby push-ups. So we're going to come down, push up, down, push up, down. I hope you've drank some water as needed, and come down and back. So you can stay in the modified plank position tonight, or can go with me to full planking, and then we're going to play with pull front as well. So from here, hands, wrist, forearms, you're good with either one. Take one leg out, and find that nice plank position. I would like for you to lift one leg up. Point. Flex the other foot and really reach the heel back. Once you're in that position, I want you to kick, kick, drop down, lift the other, kick, kick, drop down, lift the other, kick, kick, drop down, lift the other, kick, kick, come down. I'm going to do a little walk forward so I have some space. We're going to kick, kick, and kick, kick, and kick, kick, and kick, kick. From here, drop a knee, come back and rest. Woo. Ready for another set? I knew you were. So here we go. Forearms or hands, wrists under the shoulders, elbows under the shoulders if you're on your forearms. Take a leg back, take a leg back. We're just going to do a little tiny knee walking. Walk, walk, walk. This is moving from the hip socket, which is what we do with our normal walking, hopefully. And last one, hold. Lift the tailbone up. Keep the ears in line with the shoulders. Come back into a beautiful plank. Lift up. Exhale down into a lovely strong plank. Two more, lift and lower. And on the next one, hold it. Drop both heels, lift both heels. Lower the heels, lift, lower. Make sure your neck is not hanging, that your ears are in line with your arms. Lift the heels, drop a heel, drop a heel. Walk it up a bit if you can. And drop, 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 and drop both. Great for Achilles tendon and calf stretches. Drop a knee, drop a knee. Let's come into a nice child's pose in our lateral side. So hands on one side, hips drop to the other. Head drops between the arms. Come over to the other side and drop. Well, we didn't quite get to teasers tonight. Well, we got close with open leg rocker and we practiced. So next week, we'll add a few teasers. Come up to the center and just sit nicely with your legs crossed or whatever's comfortable for you. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and take those arms up and reach towards the ceiling. Take those arms, palms down, and let them rest behind you. Feeling the scapulas glide down, the heart shining a beautiful light from you tonight. And I want you to turn your head to one side and slowly let the chin draw a half circle around as you look up to the other side. Make sure you integrate your breathing through all of this work. Catching yourself if you find yourself holding your breath. Let it flow. Take the eyes up, lift the heart, remove the arms, place them. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend coming up. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe and be well, and I hope to see you again next week. Good night.